Unit 6, Form of 2, Day 1, matrices. Matrices are a way to organize data. For instance, if I was going to talk about the weather, you could talk about the weather in July versus December. And then you could talk about the weather in 2000 versus 2008. Okay, and then you would make a matrix of this data. So July 2000, maybe the average temperature was 84. While in December in 2000 it was maybe 13. And then July 2008 maybe it was 92 and the December was 27. Okay, that's just a way to organize data. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those matrices and we're going to do some math with them. So like for instance this first one we're going to add the two matrices together. So what you have to do is add the data that goes together. So if it's in the same spot, so 1 would get added with the 3 since they're both in the top left corner. So 1 plus 3 would be 4. And then negative 3 would be added with negative 1, so negative 3 plus negative 1 is negative 4. And then 2 plus a negative 4 is negative 2. And 4 plus 0 is 4. So that would be my answer. Okay, these ones we're going to subtract the two matrices. So we have negative 6 minus 4, which is negative 10. 0 minus negative 2. Now remember, this looks like this. 0 minus negative 2. When you have two negatives next to each other, comes plus, so that's actually 0 plus 2, which is 2. Then you have 2 minus negative 3, so that makes 2 plus 3, which is 5. And negative 1 minus 5, which is negative 6. Okay. Number 3, this is multiplying 0.5 times 6 times negative 2 times negative 8 times 4, so it's really kind of like distributing. Now, if you understand what 0.5 is, it's actually a half, so you can take half of everything, otherwise you can just use a calculator. Okay, so I'm going to use it as like a half, so what's half of 6? 3. What's half of negative 8? Negative 4. Half of negative 2 is negative 1, and half of 4 is 2. If you plug that into a calculator, those are the answers you'd get as well. And number 4, you're going to multiply and then add, so it's just like order of operations, you got to multiply first. So we're going to take 2 times everything in that first matrix. So we would get 6, 12, negative 4, negative 14. And then we're going to add the matrix negative 1, 0, 4, negative 8. So we got 6 plus negative 1 is 5. 12 plus 4 is 16. Negative 4 plus 0 is negative 4. Negative 14 plus negative 8 is negative 22. Alright, so that's matrices.